Hello, it's me again. Today I wanna show you my video CD collection of Disney Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. So today is September 2023 and the internet was just so crazy about Disney's remaking Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs with live actions. Just like perhaps they thought we do not have enough live action versions of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs like Mirror Mirror and that's Snow White. But we're not going to talk about these versions of Snow White. We're going to talk about the original version of Snow White, released in 1937. There you go, that's the first feature-length animation released by Disney and produced by Walt Disney himself. So as you know that the channel focuses mainly on video CD, and you probably know that there are a lot of versions of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs on VHS and then on DVD and Blu-ray. And recently they released Snow White on 4K. It's for the 100th anniversary of Disney, so it's part of that selection. So it's after signature collection. But in my region, the latest Snow White version that you can get is this version is the I think this is the Diamond Edition, because after Diamond Edition, the distributor they were closing down and there's no more Disney distribution in my country. So the last one, the latest version that you can get here locally is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, the Diamond Edition. So I have one, two, three, and four different versions of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And we're going to probably check from the largest one. This is the I don't know. I think this was released when Disney released Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs on DVD for the very first time. It's probably part of the Platinum Edition because the design of the front cover is exactly the same. But this one is on video CD. And if you can see that it says all new immersive video CD experience, because this is a remastered version of Snow White. That's the design of the front cover. This is in a huge cardboard packaging. I named this one the unnecessarily tall video CD package. That is the design of the spine. The other spine. You can take the video CD from this opening, and that is the design of the back. This one has special features, fully restored and digitally remastered version of Snow White, and then also the audio is also restored. And then this is quite interesting because it says THX certified. I cannot confirm whether this one is really certified by THX or not, but there you go. It mentioned that this package is THX certified, and then there are several bonus features here. The new song, Someday My Prince Will Come, performed by Barbara Streisand, and then a documentary, The Making of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. This one was released in 2001. So the actual movies inside, it's in a standard jewel case. So I'm going to take this one. There you go. It's basically standard jewel case. The design of the jewel case is exactly the same or as the cardboard. That's the front cover. Spine, the other spine, and the back. The difference is that they do not mention the special features on this jewel case. And that's the design of the disc 1 and then disc 2. And the special features are located in disc 2. Now, that's the remastered version. But before that one, actually they released this version first. So probably it's better if I mentioned this one earlier. But this is the very first Snow White, and the very first time they released Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs on video CD. I suspected that way because this was released in I think this was released in the late 90s. They don't mention that, but this is we can tell from that Mickey Mouse hologram sticker. They do not produce that one anymore after in the mid 2000s they stopped making it with that particular hologram sticker anymore, and this is a typical Disney releases from the 90s, and this is the Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. That is the design of the front cover. That is the design of the back, and that is the design of the spine. So this one came out first, and then followed by the platinum edition. Let's say that this is a platinum edition, and I do prefer the design of the platinum edition. We're going to check the design of the disc. There we go. That's the design of disc 1, and disc 2 is exactly the same as the second disc. But in this version, there's no special features, only movies. And I bought it earlier in 2023, but this is not brand new. I bought it from an online seller, and someone bought it back in 1999. So December 7th, 1999. So this is very interesting because a lot of people, I mentioned this in my Lion King video CD collections, that a lot of people avoid purchasing something that was pre-owned and then have the signature of the previous owner. But I think this was rather interesting because the previous owner also mentioned the date when he or she purchased this particular film, so 1999. So this was probably manufactured in 1999 or prior to that, probably around 97 to 1999. There we go. And then in around 2006, they released this version of Snow White. I also made a video about this one because this is the non-remastered version of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and distributed by different distributor. So these two are distributed by the official, the official Disney partner in my country, but this one is not. So they can only release the old version, the non-remastered version of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, while they can this one Vision they're allowed to release the newer version of Snow White, the remastered version of Snow White, because they're the official partner. They're the official distribution chain in my country. But this one is not. So they're allowed, this is legit, but they're allowed to release Snow White, and this has the permission, but only the old version. So this is the non-remastered. So they never advertise something like this one with a new digital restoration and all. They do not have that one. This is the non-remastered version of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and you can really tell from the image quality and from the audio quality. It's not about resolution, but about the overall quality. The color is different. The noise, the image noise is different from the remastered version. So there you go, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, the non-remastered version. That's the design of the front cover. The spine, there's no other spine, and that is the design of the back. And the design of the disc, there you go, disc 1, and then disc 2. Nothing special about this one. So, there you go, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, the non-remastered version. The latest version, the newest version of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs that you can purchase in my country is the Diamond Edition. There you go. That's the design of the front cover. That is the design of the spine. And that is the design of the back. This one was released in 2009, and there's no special features whatsoever in this particular edition. They put all special features on the DVD and on the Blu-ray version. I think I have the DVD version of this one, and the design of the front cover is exactly the same as the video CD version. They've never released the signature collection for Snow White on any format in this country, and certainly there's no 100th anniversary edition of the Disney selection for Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, because there's no more official distributor in my country. We can only watch Disney movies in my country, the new movies or the old movies from Disney Plus, because I think I mentioned this before, that Disney Plus teamed up with the internet provider owned by our government, so they make it very very easy to have Disney Plus and very very cheap also. Um, you know, for most people, there's no point in purchasing the Disney DVD anymore. But there you go. That's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and it is rather insane to know that the latest one that you can get is from back in 2009, and there's no more new version of this movie. And the fuss is about the Disney closing down the distribution chain in Australia just happened in 2023, but that's been a reality for a lot of countries since let's say 2018, and that's the reality for me also. So that's the design of the disc one, and then that is the design of the second disc. Go. So that's all. Video CD version of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. If you're still with me up until this moment, I say sincerely thank you very much, and goodbye.